far away in space, there are places so strange that they challenge everything we know about the universe. Places where gravity becomes unbelievably powerful, and even light itself cannot escape. These mysterious objects are called black holes. But what would actually happen if you traveled close to a black hole? Would you discover another universe? Would time stop? Or would you simply disappear forever? The answer is even stranger than you might imagine. First, black holes are not actually holes. They are not empty tunnels sucking everything in. A black hole is created when an enormous amount of matter gets squeezed into an incredibly tiny space. To understand how this happens, we need to understand gravity. Everything that has mass creates gravity. You create a tiny amount. Earth creates much more. But a black hole creates gravity so extreme that nothing else in the universe compares. More than 100 years ago, Einstein changed the way we understand gravity. Gravity isn't just a force pulling things together. Massive objects actually bend the fabric of space itself. The bigger the object, the bigger the bend. And a black hole bends space almost beyond imagination. Most black holes begin their lives as giant stars. For millions of years, these stars fight against their own gravity. But when a massive star runs out of fuel, gravity wins. The star collapses inward, creating one of the strangest objects in the universe. Imagine taking something heavier than our sun and squeezing it smaller and smaller until it becomes just a tiny point in space. The object becomes incredibly dense, and its gravity becomes incredibly strong. Around every black hole is an invisible boundary, called the event horizon. It is the point of no return. Cross this line, and coming back becomes impossible. Why? Because even light loses the race. Light is the fastest thing in the universe. It travels almost 300,000 kilometers every second. But inside the event horizon, space is curved so strongly that every possible path leads deeper inside. Now something truly strange happens. Time itself begins to change. If someone watched you approaching a black hole, they would see you moving slower and slower, almost frozen near the edge. But for you, everything would feel normal. Your clock would keep ticking. Your heart would keep beating. You would continue your journey forward, because time itself is moving differently. Imagine spending only 1 hour near a powerful black hole, and then returning home. Far away from the black hole, much more time could have passed. You didn't travel through time. You experienced time differently. But going deeper brings another problem. Gravity near a black hole can become uneven. The pull on one side of an object can be much stronger than the other. This can stretch things longer and longer, like a piece of spaghetti. Scientists actually have a name for this: spaghettification. Yes, that is the real scientific word. Space can be terrifying and strangely funny, but the biggest mystery is waiting at the center. What is actually inside a black hole? Scientists think there may be something called a singularity. A singularity is a place where matter may be crushed smaller than anything we understand. Gravity becomes extreme. Space and time behave strangely. And our current laws of physics stop giving clear answers. For many years, black holes existed only in theories and equations. Then scientists achieved something incredible. They captured the first real image of a black hole's shadow. For the first time, humanity saw the invisible. And black holes come in unbelievable sizes. Some may only stretch across a few kilometers. Others are monsters. Millions or even billions of times heavier than our sun. Some scientists even wonder, Could black holes hide deeper secrets? Could they teach us about space, time, or even the beginning of the universe? Right now, we simply don't know. But black holes may not last forever. Scientists discovered they could slowly lose energy over unimaginable amounts of time. Even a black hole may eventually fade away. Black holes are not just destroyers. They help shape galaxies. They influence stars. They are part of the story of how our universe works. Maybe the universe keeps its biggest secrets hidden in the darkest places, because sometimes the deepest darkness holds the brightest mysteries. Stay curious, keep questioning, and follow us to level up your basics.